What is up, everybody? PTB here, and I think you guys know what this video is about.
Everybody get up.
Finally, as we have all been waiting for, the Xbox One has been officially announced by Microsoft as of their news conference or keynote or whatever you want to call it today that they did on their campus in Washington. What this video is going to be doing is running through everything they showed us and breaking down exactly what they showed us and what the Xbox One is all about. What you're seeing that's already rolling right here is the official reveal video that they showed us on stage today. So I'm going to run through that and explain exactly what we see. Now here is the actual console. A little bit bigger than everybody expected, but really sleek looking, really cool. They're just going over all these cool angles. Black and silver is expected to be the only color it's available in. That's going to be standard. Wait for it here. They're going to show the Kinect. This is also included. This is the new Kinect, what it looks like. It's included with the console. Again, we don't know prices or anything like that. There's the camera. Instantly responds to you. They really went into a lot of detail today about the Kinect and how they're going to be using that camera and its motion sensors, and how they're going to integrate that with the new console. They're coming up to the controller right here. This is the new controller. I love it. It looks very similar, obviously, to the old Xbox controller in terms of the buttons and the layout, but it obviously has a few new additions and, as they said, 40 new upgrades in the controller in terms of small changes and upgrades. Cloud powered, I'll go into that a little bit later. And here it goes into all the various features and stuff that it does. I hope you guys are watching today because there is a lot to explain, and I hope you guys have some sort of general idea, but if not, that's what I'm here to do. Live TV, NFL partnership, you can watch your cable on here, you can watch sports games, you can Skype video chat right on your Kinect, right from your Xbox. Basically a PC is basically what they're getting at. Here's everything together, controller, Kinect, and the console. As they say, all in one. That's really what they're focused around, is all in one, everything together in one console, one gaming console or PC or whatever you want to call it. So that was the official reveal video that we just saw right there. Right now I have a few pictures cycling. It's basically just a slideshow of all different pictures and angles of the console, so you guys can start looking at it and getting an understanding of exactly what it's like. As I said just right there, the Xbox One has a lot of things just packed into one console, and I think that's what they're going for. The tagline that I've been hearing a lot, it's not the official motto of the Xbox One, but I've been hearing all-in-one entertainment, which means it does everything that you need to do in terms of entertainment. It does TV, it does movies, it does music, it does games, it does social network, it does internet browsing, it does everything, and I think they really hit the nail on the head with getting an all-around system and wrapping everything that consumers want and gamers want into one great product. Unfortunately, with this just being the initial unveiling of the console, they did not give us that many details in terms of games, compatibility, backward compatibility, used games compatibility, all these rumors that are circling around. There's just not that much information, and that is going to be coming out in E3. E3 starts in 2 weeks, and Microsoft said that they're going to be giving a lot more information about this Xbox One when that rolls around. Now, basically, in terms of the features that they went over today, like I said, they really just bundled a lot of things together, just threw a lot of things into this console. What they basically want to do is bring like your whole TV home entertainment experience together. They have integrated cable service. I think it connects to your cable box, is my understanding, and you can use voice commands and motion commands with the Kinect to jump back and forth between your cable, between a Skype call, between a movie that you're watching and your game. It's all basically a lot like Windows 8 is now. You can snap and multitask all while doing multiple things and keeping multiple things open at once, which is, I think, the greatest revolution or change since the Xbox 360 is being able to just pause your game on the spot, basically, and go back to the home menu or go into a video call or go watch a movie and come back exactly where you left off without having to save and go through the menus all again. Multitasking, I think, was the greatest thing that they could have brought to the Xbox, and it seems like that's exactly what they did. Now what I'd like to do is move on and break down and really talk about the controller. They didn't give too much detail about that, but I'm going to go into it and elaborate a little bit about it myself. So let's bring up a picture right here. So here is a picture of the new Xbox One standard controller. I want to spend a little bit of time on this because I might be different from a few other people that are breaking down this reveal, and I really want to focus on the gaming portion. A lot of people think that with this reveal, Xbox didn't give enough love or paid too much attention to the actual portion of video games. They're really just introducing a lot of other things to do with the console besides the point of playing video games. And me, being such a hardcore gamer, Call of Duty player myself, really want to focus in on those gaming aspects, and where it really hits most in this reveal is the controller, because you want to know what you're going to be working with when you're playing the next Call of Duty game, the next Halo game, the next Battlefield game. When you're playing these great video games that people have known and played for so long back on 360 and original Xbox, you want to know what you're dealing with and how you're going to interact and how the dynamics are going to work with the controller and with the gameplay. Now, the controller appears basically exactly the same with just a slightly different shape and feel to it, with the same buttons with an addition or just the change of two buttons. The start and select buttons are changed to be different buttons now, and the Xbox button is relocated a little further up. Other physical changes include the battery pack. As you can see here, it's a very different battery pack. I'm not exactly sure how this works, if this is going to be AA battery still or a single rechargeable battery. I think it would be smart for them to do rechargeable and not have AA's, because people even expected that on Xbox 360 or even on the Slim, but for some reason they never switched away from standard AA battery packs, which is, I think, obviously a direction of the future and a direction that it should be going. So I guess we're going to have to wait until E3 or somewhere in the future where Microsoft releases more details about that, specifically the battery pack. Now here's a zoomed in shot of the two new buttons, or just changed buttons. There's three lines, as you can see there, on the button that used to be the start button, and the two crossing tiles, which used to be the back button or select button. And I believe that those two tiles represent the new Xbox home menu and the tiles as seen on Windows 8 currently. It looks exactly like those tiles are, so I think that button will be the one that brings up the main menu or the tile menu over the game that you're playing. But this is obviously all speculation, so we'll have to wait for more details from Microsoft for what exactly those buttons do. Now here's the next picture that's really interesting and I'm actually really excited about. You can't obviously see from the picture, but as they did say if you were watching the press conference today, they did go into a slight bit of detail about the triggers, and we learned a little bit of detail about the triggers, but I'll move on to that in just a second. If you notice in this picture, the plug right above that Xbox logo in the center, there's a plug that looks similar to what I believe to be a micro USB plug. And the first thing I think of that when I see the micro USB is charging controller. So as I said back, that recharging battery pack, I believe that that's exactly what that is, a standard micro USB, like all Droid phones, all Google phones. It all coincides, so I think that would make sense, a rechargeable battery, so let's hope for that. But anyway, as I was saying, back to the triggers. The rumors that I've heard from the press conference and from things that I've read is that the triggers, I don't know too much about the bumpers. The bumpers look a little bit weird there, like as if they're built into the back shell of the controller, but the bumpers aren't that vital of a button anyway. They click in and click out. One function, that's fine. But what I've heard about these new curved triggers is that they're extra sensitive triggers. I forget the exact term they used, but basically you can compare it to a throttle on a car or in a racing game. These triggers are apparently going to sense exactly how hard and how far down you press them for a lot more sensitive motions, basically, and ranges of motions in terms of, like I said, a throttle accelerating a car, a boat, in a vehicle that you're driving, and just overall more sensitive for first-person shooters. If you're familiar with SCUF controllers, SCUF custom makes controllers to be more sensitive like that, so they're more sensitive to the touch for your trigger finger. So if you shoot an enemy, you'll be able to react even faster and get that trigger down faster, and it reacts even faster to shoot your gun and kill your enemy. And they're basically trying to go and build that right in, all this stuff that these gamers wanted, and build it right into this new controller. So that's pretty much all I had to bring up to you guys. I basically just wanted to make this video to summarize everything that I had a good understanding of that was shown in this reveal today. It's coming up on a 10-minute video, so it's not even short in the first place. But I hope I wasn't talking too fast. I hope this gave you a general or better understanding of exactly what happened with this reveal today. But obviously, with more details being released and more time I have to make more detailed videos, I will get more information to you guys. I can't wait for E3 because there will be more details there, and I will definitely get a video up anytime there are any more major updates in terms of this Xbox One. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave it a thumbs up if you did. Please comment with anything you think I missed or anything to share with other people watching the video. Please follow me on Twitter for any more updates at YouTubePTB, and please subscribe if you're not already. I really appreciate you guys watching. I'll be back soon with some more information. As always, thanks for watching. I'm PTB, and I'm out.